Cambridge Air Solutions is a 60-year-old, second-generation, family-owned business, and we help leaders in manufacturing and warehousing to create healthy working environments for hardworking people. I would say two things come to mind when I think about the way we painted before and the way we paint now. The quality of the finished work is dramatically different. The speed at which we work is dramatically different. But I would say the working conditions for our people are also dramatically different.
One of the biggest challenges was trying to get higher outputs the way they were doing it. So we had to talk about redesigning how they manufactured their parts and could present those to a automated powder line. And it took a few years, but with the teamwork with GAT, along with Cambridge Engineering, we came up with a redesigned product that made sense and we could do in a automated powder system. They were doing it as an assembled product, complete, and very cumbersome part, took a long time to paint and didn't give them a lot of throughput. GAT took the project on and worked with their engineering team to look at the entire process, how we needed to present the parts, what we could do to redesign their product, the way they put it together so it made sense to put in an automated system. GAT did a nice job of looking at the throughput, the volume, and putting it all together and finishing the project.
We got a chance to meet with Cambridge to discuss a new finishing system when their existing system had reached a point where it was so unreliable that it was creating a big bottleneck for them. It was also relatively big for a relatively low throughput, so it's kind of this big landmark in the middle of their facility that created more of a bottleneck than anything. It didn't really do them very well, and they spent a lot of time maintaining it. So the initial challenges were the original placement of the system. They ended up giving us a different space in their building, a couple wide bays, long bays, that we could really lay the system in kind of long and narrow, long and skinny, if you will. So the first thing that shipped in a system like this would have been the washer. The reason being is the washer's kind of wedged back in a corner. Next up, I believe, was the dry-off oven that was built in a tongue and groove panel fashion. So that left GAT in basically structural components, modular components, and assembled on site. We also installed the quick color change booth for Cambridge.
The automatics definitely helped them with the consistency on their film builds. They're powder coating similar parts all day, every day, so they're always going to hit that target film build that they're looking for. They can have programs for each individual part to really dial in those guns to get them exactly what they're looking for on their film build. So once we get to the automatic application, what we use is a light curtain. This measures the width and the height of the part coming through there, so it detects how tall and how wide that part is coming through the booth. Our automatic guns will then automatically adjust either into the part. We typically like the guns to be about 10 to 12 inches away from the part, and then they will back out of the part. So the current package we put together for them is going to exceed their demands that they're currently doing right now, as well as continue to work for them down the road, whether it's for the next 10 to 15 years.
So as far as the new panel, it's all touchscreen. We can monitor and modulate as how the temperatures are for the ovens. From one panel, we can change light speed, we can go forward, reverse. We extended the length of our load bars, so instead of a 8 foot, we got 12 foot, which increases the density. As far as making it easier and freeing us up with time, it allows us to clean the line a lot more. It allows us to focus on projects to improve the paint line. And everything in here is vastly improved. We have better lighting. We have automated, which takes a lot of the control out of the operator's hands. The operator's freed up to inspect the product and do quality checks more often inside the booth. So that cuts down on our rework time. And then when we do have rework, we are able to process that rework through the system a lot faster.
What we've moved to has been great for our own people and certainly been wonderful for our customers. And then as we look forward, I would say the ability to think that we have capacity that's probably 6 to 7 times greater than what we're producing today. This investment for us represents an investment in our future capacity. The partnership between GAT and our operational engineering group and our design engineering groups were central to the success of the project. And with that partnership, we got counsel on how to do that really well and make that transition as fast as possible while not losing any ground with our customers.